Female. I once knew a hunter who, in dire straits, walked many days using 2 of these animals as shoes. Female. Population levels of the plains Kuaka are in no danger of dipping. Different services are required elsewhere. So, off we go. And so it goes. I'm sorry, little friend. Male. A foul-tempered omnivore, but key to maintaining ecosystemic balance. Male. Properly skinned and sewn, a Kuaka can make for a useful improvised water skin. Female. The ghost Kuaka are birthed in collectives far, far below ground. There, they live on grubs and roots. This may be their first visit to the surface. I will do what I can to make the experience a pleasant one. Female. Another Kuaka. You are aware the female of this species becomes fertile immediately after giving birth, yes? Female. A plains Kuaka, nature's janitor. Slow roasted and paired with hot chimur is a personal favorite. Female. A plains Kuaka, nature's janitor. Slow roasted and paired with hot chimur is a personal favorite. Male. Population levels of the plains Kuaka are in no danger of dipping, and this one's services are required elsewhere. So, off they go. I once knew a hunter who, in dire straits, walked many days using 2 of these animals as shoes. Female. Properly skinned and sewn, a Kuaka can make for a useful improvised water skin. Female. A foul-tempered omnivore, but key to maintaining ecosystemic balance. Male. An ashen Kuaka. They don't like the light. Let's move this along. Male. Note the pale coat, indicative of a subspecies that spends most of its time below ground. Male. An efficient ratter, the ashen Kuaka. Very helpful in controlling introduced pests. Male. The ashen Kuaka makes for good eating, Tenno. But if preservation is your mission, so be it. Male. Note the pale coat, indicative of a subspecies that spends most of its time below ground. Male. The ashen Kuaka makes for good eating, Tenno. But if preservation is your mission, so be it. Female. Another Kuaka. You are aware the female of this species becomes fertile immediately after giving birth, yes? Male. An efficient ratter, the ashen Kuaka. Very helpful in controlling introduced pests. Male. Note the superficial similarities to the ashen Kuaka, but this specimen's eyesight and digestive tract have evolved to serve a rodent that almost never visits the surface world. Female. Population levels of the plains Kuaka are in no danger of dipping, and this one's services are required elsewhere. So, off they go. Female. I once knew a hunter who, in dire straits, walked many days using 2 of these animals as shoes. Female. A foul-tempered omnivore, but key to maintaining ecosystemic balance. Male. A plains Kuaka, nature's janitor. Slow roasted and paired with hot chimur is a personal favorite. Female. Properly skinned and sewn, the Kuaka can make for a useful improvised water skin. Female. A rare pleasure, my little friend. Adult. Female. Another Kuaka. You are aware the female of this species becomes fertile immediately after giving birth, yes? Female. Properly skinned and sewn, the Kuaka can make for a useful improvised water skin. Female. I once knew a hunter who, in dire straits, walked many days using 2 of these animals as shoes. Male. Population levels of the plains Kuaka are in no danger of dipping, and this one's services are required elsewhere. So, off they go. Female. A foul-tempered omnivore, but key to maintaining ecosystemic balance. Male. Another Kuaka. You are aware the female of this species becomes fertile immediately after giving birth, yes? Male. A plains Kuaka, nature's janitor. Slow roasted and paired with hot chimera is a personal favorite. Male. An ashen Kuaka. They don't like the light. Let's move this along. Male. An ashen Kuaka. They don't like the light. Let's move this along. Male. Note the pale coat, indicative of a subspecies that spends most of its time below ground. Female. Population levels of the plains Kuaka are in no danger of dipping. This one's services are required elsewhere. So, off they go. Female. A foul-tempered omnivore, but key to maintaining ecosystemic balance. Female. Properly skinned and sewn, a Kuaka can make for a useful improvised water skin. Female. I once knew a hunter who, in dire straits, walked many days using two of these animals as shoes. Female. Another Kuaka. You are aware the female of this species becomes fertile immediately after giving birth, yes? A plains Kuaka, nature's janitor. Slow roasted and paired with hot chimera is a personal favorite. Male. I once knew a hunter who, in dire straits, walked many days using two of these animals as shoes. Female. A plains Kuaka, nature's janitor. Slow roasted and paired with hot chimera is a personal favorite. Female. Population levels of the plains Kuaka are in no danger of dipping, and this one's services are required elsewhere. So, off they go. Female. Another Kuaka. You are aware the female of this species becomes fertile immediately after giving birth, yes? Male. A rare pleasure, my little friend. Male. Note the superficial similarities to the ashen Kuaka, but this specimen's eyesight and digestive tract have evolved to serve a rodent that almost never visits the surface world. Male. The ghost Kuaka are birthed in collectives far, far below ground. There, they live on grubs and roots,